Welcome, hunters. Today, we're diving into the intriguing world of modern myths that have truly stood the test of time. Whether you're a contemporary observer or perhaps even had a hand in shaping these legends, join me as we explore these captivating beings. Are you familiar with them? Let's find out together. In the realm of modern mythology, one creature stands out as a mischievous and troublesome force, the gremlin. Born from the fertile imagination of 20th century folklore, gremlins have carved their niche as the contemporary counterparts to the age-old goblins of myth and legend. The concept of gremlins first emerged during the early 20th century, particularly in the context of aviation folklore. Pilots and aircraft mechanics began attributing technical malfunctions and mechanical failures to the work of mysterious creatures they dubbed gremlins. These mischievous beings were said to inhabit aircraft and delight in causing havoc by tinkering with engines and systems, leading to accidents and mishaps. As aviation technology advanced and air travel became more prevalent, stories of gremlins spread among pilots and aircrew, becoming part of the cultural fabric of aviation communities. Gremlins were often depicted as small, impish creatures with a penchant for sabotage, their antics causing frustration and danger for those who encountered them. The concept of gremlins gained further popularity during World War II, as airmen shared tales of their encounters with these troublesome creatures. These stories found their way into popular culture through books, cartoons, and films, solidifying the gremlin status as a modern mythological figure. One of the most famous depictions of gremlins came in 1943 with the publication of Roald Dahl's children's book, The Gremlins. In Dahl's story, gremlins are portrayed as mischievous creatures who live in the Royal Air Force's fighter planes and cause mechanical problems. The book was commissioned by Walt Disney for a film project that ultimately did not materialize, but it helped popularize the concept of gremlins in mainstream culture. In 1984, director Joe Dante brought gremlins to the silver screen with the release of the eponymous film Gremlins. The film was a critical and commercial success, further cementing gremlins as iconic figures in modern mythology. Since then, gremlins have continued to appear in various forms of media, including books, television shows, and video games, ensuring their enduring legacy as symbols of mischief and mayhem in the collective imagination. In the vast wilderness of North America, there lurks a legend shrouded in mystery and fascination, the legend of Bigfoot. This modern myth, also known as Sasquatch, emerged onto the world stage in the late 1950s, captivating the imaginations of countless people and sparking a quest for truth that continues to this day. The tale of Bigfoot traces back to the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, where indigenous peoples have long shared stories of a towering, ape-like creature that roams the wilderness. However, it wasn't until 1958 that the legend truly entered the public consciousness. In that year, a construction worker named Jerry Crew made a startling discovery while working on a road project in California. Crew stumbled upon a series of enormous footprints measuring up to 16 inches in length, resembling those of a giant humanoid creature. Local newspapers quickly dubbed the mysterious entity Bigfoot, and thus began the modern legend. As word of Crew's discovery spread, reports of Bigfoot sightings began to surface from various parts of the United States and Canada. Witnesses described encounters with a massive, bipedal creature covered in dark fur, possessing incredible strength and agility. Some claimed to have heard eerie howls echoing through the forest, while others reported finding unusual structures, such as makeshift shelters or twisted tree branches, believed to be the work of Bigfoot. The legend of Bigfoot gained further traction in the 1960s and 1970s with the release of grainy, purportedly authentic footage captured by amateur filmmakers. The most famous of these recordings, known as the Patterson-Gimlin film, allegedly shows a female Bigfoot striding through the forest, casting a mesmerizing spell on viewers and fueling speculation about the creature's existence. Over the decades, countless expeditions have been launched in search of Bigfoot, with enthusiasts scouring remote wilderness areas armed with cameras, traps, and recording equipment. However, conclusive evidence of Bigfoot's existence has remained elusive, leading skeptics to dismiss the creature as a product of folklore or misidentification. Yet, for many believers, Bigfoot represents more than just a mythical beast. It embodies the spirit of adventure, discovery, and the unknown. Mothman, a legendary figure that emerged in the 1960s, is a fascinating example of modern mythology. Originating in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, Mothman quickly captured the imagination of locals and soon gained widespread attention across the United States. The story of Mothman begins in November 1966, when a group of gravediggers reported seeing a large, winged creature flying low over the treetops near a cemetery. Described as a humanoid figure with glowing red eyes and a wingspan of around 10 feet, the creature sparked a wave of curiosity and fear among the townspeople. Over the following months, numerous sightings of Mothman were reported by residents of Point Pleasant and surrounding areas. Witnesses described encounters with the creature while driving along deserted roads, walking in remote wooded areas, and even in their own backyards. Some claimed to have been chased by Mothman, while others reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread in its presence. As news of the sighting spread, Mothman became a sensation, attracting media attention and fueling speculation about its origins and intentions. Some believed Mothman was a harbinger of disaster, warning of impending tragedy, while others saw it as a supernatural entity or extraterrestrial being. The legend of Mothman reached its climax on December 15, 1967, when the Silver Bridge, spanning the Ohio River near Point Pleasant, collapsed during rush hour traffic, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. In the aftermath of the tragedy, many began to draw connections between the sightings of Mothman and the bridge collapse, suggesting that the creature had foretold the disaster. Despite numerous theories and investigations, the true identity of Mothman remains a mystery to this day. Some believe it was a misidentified bird or owl, while others insist it was a paranormal phenomenon or cryptid creature. Regardless of its origins, Mothman has become an enduring symbol of the unknown and continues to capture the imagination of people around the world. If you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing. It's free and you can unsubscribe later. The legend of the Dover Demon emerged in April 1977, captivating the imagination of locals and sparking curiosity far beyond the small town of Dover, Massachusetts. This eerie tale blends elements of mystery, folklore, and the unexplained, leaving both skeptics and believers pondering the existence of otherworldly beings. It all began on a chilly spring evening when 3 teenagers reported encountering a strange creature while driving along Farm Street, claimed to have seen a creature unlike anything they had ever witnessed before. Descriptions of the creature varied slightly, but common features included a large, watermelon-shaped head, glowing orange eyes, long, thin arms and legs, and a pale, almost translucent skin. The encounter sent shivers down their spines, prompting them to report their sighting to the local authorities. Despite initial skepticism, the Dover Police Department received several more calls that night from residents claiming to have seen a similar creature lurking in the shadows. News of the Dover Demon spread rapidly, captivating the attention of the media and paranormal enthusiasts alike. As word of the bizarre sightings spread, theories about the creature's origins and intentions began to circulate. Some speculated that it was an extraterrestrial visitor, while others suggested it could be a cryptid, a creature that exists outside the bounds of mainstream science. Despite extensive searches and investigations by both local authorities and curious individuals, no concrete evidence of the Dover Demon's existence was ever found. Skeptics dismissed the sightings as a case of misidentification or mass hysteria, attributing the creature to a combination of darkness, imagination, and perhaps a touch of teenage mischief. However, for those who experienced the encounter firsthand, the memory of that fateful night lingers like a ghostly whisper in the dark. The legend of the Loveland Frog, a fascinating tale that emerged in the realm of modern mythology, first captivated imaginations in the early 1970s. It all began on a dark, moonlit night near Loveland, Ohio, when a local businessman reported a bizarre encounter that would spark a wave of curiosity and intrigue. According to the story, the businessman was driving along an isolated stretch of road near the Little Miami River when he spotted a group of strange creatures gathered by the roadside. These creatures, described as humanoid frogs standing upright on 2 legs, reportedly had leathery skin, webbed hands, and bulging eyes that glowed with an eerie luminescence in the darkness. Fearing for his safety, the businessman quickly fled the scene and alerted the authorities to his unsettling encounter. Over the following weeks, similar reports began to surface from other residents of Loveland and surrounding areas, each recounting encounters with the mysterious creatures now known as the Loveland Frogs. As news of the sightings spread, speculation about the origins and intentions of the Loveland Frogs ran rampant. Some believed them to be extraterrestrial beings or genetic experiments gone awry, while others saw them as supernatural entities or cryptid creatures from the depths of folklore. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Loveland Frog endured, captivating the imagination of people far and wide. Over the years, the story has been retold and embellished, becoming a fixture of local lore and an enduring symbol of the unknown. The legend of John Titor emerged in the late 1990s and early 2000s, captivating the minds of internet users around the world. It all began on November 2, 2000, when a user claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036 started posting on internet forums, seeking help and advice on his mission. According to John Titor, he was a soldier from the future, sent back in time to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer, which was needed to debug legacy computer programs in his timeline. Over the course of several months, Titor engaged in discussions with online communities, sharing detailed descriptions of his time machine, the state of the world in 2036, and his predictions for future events. Titor's posts sparked intense debate and speculation, with some believing him to be a genuine time traveler and others dismissing him as a hoax. Nevertheless, his story captured the imagination of many people who eagerly followed his updates and analyzed his claims. One of the most intriguing aspects of the John Titor saga was his detailed predictions about future events, including technological advancements, political developments, and even the outbreak of a civil war in the United States. While some of his predictions did not come to pass, others seemed eerily accurate, leading to further speculation about his true identity and motives. Despite the mystery surrounding John Titor, his story continues to be discussed and debated to this day. Whether he was a genuine time traveler or simply a skilled storyteller remains unknown, but his legacy lives on as a fascinating example of modern mythology, a tale of adventure, intrigue, and the boundless possibilities of the human imagination. As you all know, mythology isn't limited to gods and fantastical beings. It encompasses a wide array of intriguing narratives, including the concept of time travel. Personally, I'm fascinated by modern myths like time travel, and I'm considering creating a dedicated video exploring this theme. But I'm curious to know if you, our audience, share my interest. Would you like to delve deeper into topics like time travel and mythology? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The Chupacabra, a creature of modern myth and legend, burst onto the scene in the mid-1990s, captivating imaginations and sending chills down the spines of those who heard its tale. The name Chupacabra translates to goat sucker in Spanish, hinting at the creature's eerie and sinister nature. The first reported sightings of the Chupacabra occurred in Puerto Rico in 1995, although similar accounts soon emerged from other parts of Latin America and even the United States. Witnesses described a creature resembling a reptilian or canine being, with glowing red eyes, sharp fangs, and a row of spikes or quills running down its back. What set the Chupacabra apart from other mythical creatures was its purported feeding habits. According to reports, the Chupacabra attacked livestock, especially goats and chickens, draining their blood with surgical precision and leaving behind a trail of mutilated carcasses. As sightings of the Chupacabra spread, so too did speculation about its origins. Some believed it to be an extraterrestrial being or a genetic experiment gone awry, while others saw it as a cryptid creature with roots in local folklore. Regardless of its origins, the Chupacabra quickly became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring countless stories, movies, and even songs. It captured the public's imagination and sparked heated debates among believers and skeptics alike. Over the years, various explanations have been proposed to account for the Chupacabra phenomenon. Some suggest that the creature may be a misidentified known animal, such as a coyote or mangy dog, while others point to the possibility of mass hysteria or hoaxes. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Chupacabra endures, serving as a reminder of the enduring power of myth and the mysteries that still linger in the modern world. Whether it's a fearsome predator stalking the night or simply a figment of imagination, the Chupacabra continues to fascinate and terrify those who dare to ponder its existence. The tale of Slender Man emerged in the darkest corners of the internet around the year 2009, captivating the imaginations of millions and spreading like wildfire through online forums, stories, and even video games. It all began with a simple thread on the Something Awful forum, where users were challenged to create paranormal images. What emerged from this innocuous prompt was the birth of a modern myth that would come to define an entire genre of horror. Slender Man, often depicted as a tall, faceless figure in a dark suit, with elongated arms and tentacle-like appendages, quickly became an icon of terror in the digital age. Stories of encounters with the enigmatic entity began to surface, accompanied by chilling photographs and video footage purportedly documenting its existence. What set Slender Man apart from other urban legends was its ability to blur the lines between reality and fiction. With the rise of social media and viral content, the myth of Slender Man spread like wildfire, seeping into the collective consciousness of a generation raised on the internet. The legend of Slender Man inspired a wave of creativity, spawning countless stories, artwork, and even fan-made films. It became the subject of intense fascination and debate, with enthusiasts dissecting every detail of its lore and mythology in search of hidden truths. One of the most infamous incidents associated with Slender Man occurred in 2014 when two teenage girls in Wisconsin lured a classmate into the woods and stabbed her, claiming they were trying to appease Slender Man and prove their loyalty to him. The shocking attack brought Slender Man into the spotlight of mainstream media and raised questions about the impact of internet culture on impressionable minds. Despite the real-world consequences, the legend of Slender Man endures, a testament to the enduring power of myth in the digital age. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blurring the lines between fantasy and reality, reminding us that even in the vast expanse of cyberspace, the shadows hold secrets best left undisturbed. The legend of aliens, or extraterrestrial beings, is one of the most enduring and captivating myths of the modern era. It's difficult to pinpoint an exact date when the concept of aliens emerged, as stories of otherworldly encounters have been part of human culture for centuries. However, the modern portrayal of aliens as visitors from distant planets gained significant traction in the mid-20th century. One of the earliest and most influential events in shaping the modern alien mythos was the alleged crash of an unidentified flying object near Roswell, New Mexico, in July 1947. Initially reported as a flying disc by the military, the incident sparked speculation about extraterrestrial visitation and government cover-ups. While official explanations attribute the crash to a weather balloon, conspiracy theories continue to circulate, fueling belief in the existence of alien life. Throughout the 20th century, pop culture played a crucial role in popularizing the idea of aliens. Science fiction literature, films, and television shows depicted aliens as diverse beings with a wide range of appearances, motivations, and abilities. From the menacing invaders of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds to the friendly extraterrestrial of Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial, aliens captured the imagination of audiences worldwide. The portrayal of aliens evolved alongside scientific discoveries and technological advancements. The exploration of space, beginning with the space race of the 1950s and 1960s, fueled speculation about the possibility of life beyond Earth. Scientific theories such as the Drake equation, which estimates the number of advanced civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy, further fueled speculation about the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence. In the latter half of the 20th century, reports of UFO sightings and alleged encounters with aliens proliferated, bolstered by the emergence of conspiracy theories and pseudoscientific beliefs. The phenomenon of alien abduction, popularized by accounts such as the Betty and Barney Hill case in 1961, became a recurring theme in ufology and popular culture. The myth of aliens continues to evolve in the 21st century, fueled by advances in science, technology, and media. The search for extraterrestrial life remains a focus of scientific inquiry, with projects such as the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence scanning the cosmos for signs of intelligent alien civilizations. While the existence of aliens remains unproven, the myth persists, inspiring wonder, curiosity, and speculation about humanity's place in the cosmos. Whether aliens are benevolent visitors, malevolent invaders, or simply figments of the imagination, their legend endures as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. Cthulhu, a name that whispers of ancient horrors and eldritch nightmares, emerged from the depths of the human imagination in the early 20th century. This cosmic entity, created by the master of cosmic horror himself, H.P. Lovecraft, made its debut in the short story The Call of Cthulhu, which was published in the pulp magazine Weird Tales in 1928. In Lovecraft's mythos, Cthulhu is an ancient and malevolent cosmic entity, part of a pantheon of otherworldly beings known as the Great Old Ones. Described as a colossal creature with an octopus-like head, a mass of tentacles, and an immense, human-like body with massive wings, Cthulhu lies dormant beneath the waters of the Pacific Ocean. Its mere presence exudes an aura of unfathomable dread and insanity, driving those who encounter it to the brink of madness. The allure of Cthulhu lies not only in its terrifying visage, but also in the cosmic horror it represents. Lovecraft's mythos explores themes of existential dread, the insignificance of humanity in the face of cosmic forces, and the fragility of sanity in a universe teeming with ancient and incomprehensible entities. Since its introduction in The Call of Cthulhu, the legend of Cthulhu has transcended the pages of literature to become a cultural phenomenon. It has inspired countless works of fiction, from novels and short stories to films, games, and even music. The imagery of Cthulhu has become iconic, instantly recognizable to horror enthusiasts and pop culture aficionados alike. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Cthulhu's legacy is its influence beyond the realm of fiction. The concept of Cthulhu has inspired philosophical discussions, artistic interpretations, and even religious movements, reflecting humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown and the macabre. But why does H.P. Lovecraft's work, particularly his creation of entities like Cthulhu in 1928, often feel more like mythology than other fantasy fictions like J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy story, such as The Hobbit, 1937, despite only a few years of difference? Some have even speculated that Cthulhu is an entity rooted in ancient mythology, akin to those found in Greek or Norse tales. You see, Lovecraft's writing frequently embraces ambiguity and the unknown. His stories leave many questions unanswered, inviting readers to speculate and interpret the mysteries of his mythos. Entities like Cthulhu are deliberately depicted as incomprehensible and unknowable, adding to their mythic quality. In contrast, Tolkien's Middle-earth, while rich in detail and lore, tends to offer more concrete explanations and resolutions to its narrative threads. Is this how fiction turned into a myth, or something is still missing for it to become an actual mythology? On the first place, how does a myth really created? Well, that's a story for another video. If it's already uploaded, you'll find the video on the left. If not, watch this video on the right while we await its release. If you enjoy this content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads.